Hello and welcome to Lost Plot. I'm here with my mate Cthulhu, riffing on some plans about how to overtake the world. Anyway, we've been kerfuffling about. Do you want to tell the viewers, a little bit about yourself?
The details of my life are quite inconsequential.
Oh no! I'm sure everybody wants to hear this. Like everybody.
Very well. Where do I begin? My father was a relentlessly self-improving boulangerie owner from Belgium with low-grade narcolepsy and a penchant for buggery. My mother was a 15-year-old French prostitute named Chloe with webbed feet.
No, I have the same problem.
My father would womanize, he would drink, he would make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark. Sometimes he would accuse chestnuts of being lazy, the sort of general malaise that only the genius possess and the insane lament. My childhood was typical. Summers in Rangoon, luge lessons. In the spring, we'd make meat helmets. When I was insolent, I was placed in a burlap bag and beaten with reeds. Pretty standard, really. At the age of 14, as a roastery named Vilma ritualistically shaved my testicles.
Fuck you! You alright, man?
I'm good. Do you ever get that feeling like, have you ever felt like this when strange things are happening and you just think that you just spent 3 weeks on a submarine watching Austin Powers on repeat with James Cameron?
No, not really.
It's imagine, have you ever seen Jacob's Ladder?
No, I have not.
Okay, well, watch that. It's kind of like that.
Okay. Well,
We're good.
so we're gonna go through these cards and we're gonna conjure up a film. Do you want to do the honors? Oh.
You ready?
Oh.
Okay.
What we got?
This is great.
It is an erotica.
I'm just gonna so. Who's out of everybody, every card that we've drawn so far, and everybody the one that we thought was going to be the saving grace, and it came up so soon. She's entertained us for years. Do you remember?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, what's your favorite?
Is it a paranormal romance?
We have a paranormal romance.
Paranormal romance.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Examples. Ghost. Do we count The Lake House and P.S. I Love You?
I mean,
are those?
Obviously, you're gonna have to, aren't you? Ghostbusters?
Yes, Ghostbusters. I'm gonna say yes.
I mean, there's a point of obviously, Dan Aykroyd almost gets it on with a ghost.
Yeah, that wasn't the bit I was thinking about.
And then obviously, Sigourney Weaver being completely possessed and Bill Murray just
How about the
it.
Haunting? Or Scary Movie 2?
Scary Movie 2. A Scary Movie 2 would work.
Yeah, so anything...
Hold up. The Sixth Sense? Wait a minute, is it
Between who? Between who, Mike? Don't tell me Bruno's been diddling kids!
No, he hasn't been diddling kids. I thought he was diddling his mom. What the feast?
What they do is... That's plenty. Obviously, that's enough examples. But I'm just thinking, this could take us... This could take us great places.
This could take us great places. Do we go with it's an ex returning back from the dead? Maybe her husband has returned back from the dead and they are finding their feet again.
So are we saying, so it's paranormal, are we saying that so that's ghosts? Or are we saying that, no, we're actually also including, that could be vampires, werewolves, zombies?
Well, paranormal, I feel... What is the exact definition of paranormal? Because I had a feeling... whenever you say paranormal, I always go automatically towards ghosts.
Yeah, because paranormal activity.
Letters.
Denoting events or phenomena such as telekinesis or clairvoyance that are beyond the scope of normal scientific understanding. So it's going to be, it's built mind reading and things like that, and apparently telekinesis is so. Phenomenon with John Travolta.
Star Wars?
The Force? I don't think the Force counts, mate.
Well, they can also like feel feelings.
It's true, alright, yeah, the Force counts, but we're not making a Star Wars. You can't. I'm
No,
not
I'm not
letting
gonna
you make a
Star
Star Wars.
I'm not gonna make a Star
We've
Wars.
all seen Episode 2.
That's enough. That's all we need. That and the kiss from 5 between brother and sister, where you're like, that's cool at the time, and then on rewatches, you're like, that's not cool anymore.
Yeah, but at the end of the film, you look back on that and think, oh no.
At the time, that's fine.
Do you think, I'm sure it's probably already out there, but how do you think Mark Hamill felt about that? Like we've done the first one, and he's like, alright, yeah, so obviously, I'm the hero, she's the princess, I'm gonna get jiggy with her at the end of the day, like, as much as, like, yeah, Han Solo's like the bad boy, she's gonna go with me at the end of the day, that'll be the moral of the film, is like, stick through, be good, and then, like, we'll make some example of Han Solo, and something will happen, and then you read the next one, he's like, she's my sister? Well, who do I get it with? Like, no one. You celibate fuck. You're a Jedi.
You take a vows, opposite.
Like,
Yoda taught you not to have sex. That's what all the training was about. And the cave.
The cave.
And the cave.
Paranormal romance.
Paranormal romance, mate.
What are your ideas in this? You're the one that's going to make it.
Maybe it's the point of having... Ooh. What was...
Ooh.
Maybe this is this person who... A vicar? Or like...
Yeah.
Okay.
We make it
a
like
father
a question
or a
of faith
sister.
then.
Baby, I know you're asking me to stay. Say please, please, please don't
It
go.
could possibly a question of faith in there, but there's this point of she...
I wrote
they've
that
seen
script, Cabbage. Do you think that counts? Cabbage counts?
Yeah, cabbage totally counts.
Paranormal. I did pretty much. I did just rewrite Ghost.
Yeah.
Replace Patrick Swayze with a cabbage.
I'm thinking this is more of like a... This is a person who is... who's going to fall in love with a dead person.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, this is somebody they knew beforehand. This is like, I'm using faith as a point because like we're dead people. The graveyard. Maybe it could happen in a morgue.
Where's the dead people? Graveyard. Problem solved. End of the day.
Could be the morgue. Could be somebody living near a graveyard. But I'm like, no. Let's make it a sister of the cloth.
Sister of the cloth. Yeah.
And you never know. Like it could come to a point where they go crazy over this because they end up digging it up, or they're like, no, I'll let you go because she died 100 years ago.
So they were dead the whole time. This whole relationship has only ever happened with the ghost.
Yeah,
it was never like
mortem.
they never knew each other like
No.
in the flesh.
They never knew anyone each other in the flesh. No.
They never.
This is a
touched
person.
Cloth.
They've never.
I feel like it's probably like feel like you're carrying a lead weight.
Dead weight, mate.
Dead weight.
But no, I like this idea of like this person falling in love with a gravestone technically. You know, they've never seen them. They don't know what they look like, but they're falling in love with words.
So can they just hear like?
No, they can hear them clearly. Sorry, what?
If you dig me up, that would really help. And then is it like if it was 100 years ago? Does he have the little bell thing? And he's like, meow.
No, he was never rich enough for that.
Rich enough for the bell.
He was never rich
No
enough.
death bell for you. You get buried alive. You're fucked.
When did people start worrying about zombies? Because that's the only time, surely, that they ever put bells on.
Okay.
I think, like, I like this. How do you feel about my whole, like, you know,
all I can imagine, like, because they're in love with the grave, so they literally just sit and they just talk to each other. Who is she talking to? Is it the body inside the grave that's talking, or is it the spirit? And if it is the spirit, why the fuck is it just still hanging around in the grave? Come up and say hello.
It's not hanging around in the grave. It's hanging around the grave.
Around the grave.
Around the grave, yeah.
But so she can she see a ghost thing? Can she
can't see a ghost thing.
She can just hear.
She can just hear him and feel his presence.
I don't like it. It just because he unnerves me.
He unnerves you.
Yeah.
one person.
I don't like
this.
being like 6 feet away from dead things, so most times I try to avoid that. So hanging around in graveyards, not my deal.
Well, it's alright, you're not going to be on this.
Yeah, but then it's just then somebody that is like, alright, so she's a sister of the cloth still? We're still going with that
We
route?
can still go with that, yeah.
So she's a sister of the cloth, and she then hangs around the graveyard because is that part of her duty? She has to like help.
No, it isn't like she it just started with her hanging around the graveyard. It just so happened that one day when she was wandering through the graveyard,
Yeah.
she felt a presence and she was like, "There's something over here." He said, "Oh," and they, you know, as it is, the best. I use it on Tinder, and usually you get a response.
Okay.
Charlie Brown's parents with stars outside. I think this can only move forward if we move forward ourselves, so we're gonna have to go and move on to the location here.
Okay.
Because we're just gonna go in circles. When we go to the location, we can get a better idea on what's going on.
The location's not a graveyard. You're screwed, mate.
It just...
Okay.
I'll grab this. I hate you.
Why do you hate me? What have I done? I don't even know, how did I get here? I'm looking forward to seeing where the hell you're gonna have to say this paranormal romance thing with someone that's in love with a gravestone.
It's just a dead person that they've never met. It's the suburbs.
In the suburbs.
It's gonna be set in the suburbs.
Yeah. What if instead of a graveyard, it's someone that lives in a house which happens to be buried on an ancient Indian burial ground, but it's
Yeah.
not, instead of going the way that then Poltergeist takes, she falls in love with the person.
Exactly.
And but I think she needs to be able to like. I like the idea of them just living in the house together. You know, like in Beetlejuice, where they live in the house together. They're both ghosts, but they can't leave the house because when they do, it's outside of. To him, that's what happens to him. If he goes to leave the house, he can't. He's just stuck in this endless loop. But she's just going around and living a life. But when she invites other people around, no one else can see them, apart from maybe like one specific character or whatever, like a Winona Ryder type.
There's some form of conflict. Because he never takes her out.
So she gets angry at him because you never take me anywhere?
Yeah, we can turn this into a comedy, mate.
I can see that cropping up in an argument with her, and she's like, "You never take me anywhere," and he's like, "How dare you?"
Yeah, exactly.
I also like the
thinking of
idea
conflict here.
if he is dead from like, he's not even like a recently deceased.
No,
he's like
old.
he's an ancient Indian. Not Indian, there's like a Native American dude. Or like whatever kind of, or if you want to stick it in Britain and we have it, no, it's just the place is built on top of like an old Victorian burial ground or something.
Just a very English gentleman.
Yeah, and he's just very proper and everything. But then there's also these subtle hints where there's a slight possibility that maybe he's Jack the Ripper.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I just thought of a cool name. If that would be. Just, I'm gonna say it anyway because it might not all work out. But it's instead of the house that Jack built, it's the house built on Jack.
House built on Jack. Yes. Good work. Totally.
You keep going about ideas. I'm just gonna get myself a drink.
Can you get me the other beer out of the fridge? I know, it's a stick. We do loads with it. Just like say in the suburbs can be a whole point of maybe they're a serial killer who only love the dead people, but there's a load of people who.
The house built on Ted Bundy.
Killed with love.
I don't know. We're going to get stuck thinking in it. It'll come to us when we've got all the elements.
Yeah.
We've got everything together.
But it's like
So
we've got a serial killer getting into it. Somebody either falling in love with somebody gone years from by.
Mm-hmm.
We could go with like you say, ghost or an ex-lover of some sort. who, like, you know, they couldn't let go. Maybe this is like a little bit of a romance of them getting by, and their ex is helping them through it.
Or what if this dead
'Cause wait-
guy believes that she is the reincarnate of his lost love?
Maybe that would work.
Or it turns out she's not, she's the great granddaughter or something.
That'd be cool. But I've just noticed with this whole paranormal romance, the romance doesn't technically have to be with the ghost.
Yeah, I think it's implied because he's saying that it's paranormal romance, so the romance is paranormal.
Okay.
So I think it's got to be that the deceased or whoever, the person from the other astral plane, has to be involved in the relationship somehow.
Ooh, an astral plane. Maybe it's a point of something from another dimension that's fallen in love
Ooh.
with them, and they, like, maybe they're coming. That it's all about them having to be distant.
Yeah.
But she can only talk to them through her cupboard,
Like the Indian in the cupboard.
like the Indian in the cupboard, but like different because they weren't there.
I prefer the dead thing because I like the idea of them having the conflicts of he can't leave the house because that's the only place where he can like exist. Other people can't see him. He gets jealous because obviously she's going out of the house. He doesn't even know what outside of the house, like what goes on beyond like what he can see out of the windows. He has no idea what the world is anymore.
He's got TV.
I suppose, can he just stay and watch TV? I suppose he could watch. I imagine he can interact with things around the house.
Oh yeah. This is basically like Poltergeist, but like it's not an evil.
Does he
spirit.
look like just a person but dressed up in old regal garb, like an old he's like an English gentleman from like the
Whichever
late
era,
1800s.
whichever era we go with, he'll be wearing that era's clothing. Yes. Plus the garb was always so.
Okay. I think what we need to know now though is like who's the big name, who's going to be bringing in the audiences, who's going to be playing either this woman or this dead man, or whichever way around you end up doing that.
If I wasn't directing at this moment in time, I would be really interested in doing this myself.
Yeah.
Like I would jump at the chance to play this. But I'm directing. I can't take both sides. I can't hold that responsibility anymore. I need to get somebody in to do it.
You're going to draw 2 actor cards, one for each of these leads. Is clearly the idea so far as two leads.
It requires 2 leads, but that means it requires a
You need
male
Alec
and a female.
Baldwin and Eugenia Davis.
Do we need a male and a female? Do we need?
No, I'm not saying it needs to be male and
Do we
female.
need a Thelma? Can we have a Thelma and a Louise?
Yeah, I'm just saying it needs to draw
Well,
2 actor cards.
Yeah, we do need to do 2 actor cards. Yeah.
I'm not
But
saying it specifically has to be any gender defined roles. I'm not like tipping any boats. I don't want to.
I don't want to start any keyboard wars.
No, I don't want to bring any of that ruckus.
So let's move on and gender neutrify this situation. That was nasty.
Okay, actor card for this paranormal romance set in the suburbs. What you gonna get? Who you gonna get? Gonna get 2 leads.
Gonna get two. Gonna get 2 leads.
Gonna get 2 leads.
I feel the actor doesn't really.
Do
change
you
too
want
much.
to like shuffle them? Put it down. You take a card. Don't look at it. I'll take the other card. Don't look at it.
Which way do we do it then? Do you want to like show first? Do we go like 1-1, 2-2, or like?
You go first.
So we've got Courtney Cox
Okay.
of Friends and Scream fame.
And don't forget Cougar Town.
Oh yeah, can't forget Cougar Town.
And Bridgeton and Scrubs before Cougar Town.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And sorry.
And who else is she going to be starring in? So I'm saying she's going to be the one. If we're going with, so there's a woman that moves into this house.
Yeah, this is the woman that moves into the house. I feel Courtney Cox could play that quite well already.
She does have that thing about where I'm like, I totally buy her as somebody that's just moved into a house.
Totally. Even in Scream, I'm like, yeah, you totally just moved here.
There was that whole arc about that at the end of last season of Friends. So I think she's got this. She's usually pretty method in her role, so I wouldn't be surprised if she draws on past experiences of like having just moved into her house.
Or anytime she's acted.
Yeah.
Who's she going against?
This just got sexy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, how do you do this without you just coming off as some kind of like fan fiction?
Well, they're a ghost. I feel there's this point that they understand the limitations of their relationship.
No penetration.
No penetration.
I might need a moment. There's
Is this going to be a hard 18?
Wow. I don't even know. Like, I'm really struggling hard to like just refocus my mind now.
I think we should probably just stop. Give it a moment. Do you want to go to the toilet? Okay, so we got Jennifer Lawrence and Courtney Cox. I like both of them are brilliant actresses.
What's this doing here?
Yeah, don't worry about that. Just
Okay.
Play with that later.
Okay. After I'm done playing with myself. What is this film?
I really don't know. Now we're like 100 years ago. Jennifer Lawrence playing somebody from Victorian times or the early 1900s, a lady of the house anyway, because that was kind of like the norm back then, wasn't it? Really, lady of the house was staying in the house.
I'm sorry, I just can't focus. What is happening? We've got Courtney Cox and Jennifer Lawrence. Something's happening. Romantic. It's in the suburbs.
Yeah.
There's some desperate housewives.
Maybe it's the point that Courtney Cox
Is that what we call it?
Desperate housewives.
Desperate housewives.
Desperate housewives. We need to wait. We've still got the wild card yet. Then that could like proper destroy us.
You do.
But
I'm just really involved. I'm just really interested in this romantic story between Jennifer Lawrence and Courtney Cox.
I'm now on the idea that Courtney Cox is trying to get Jennifer Lawrence to adjust to modern living, like modern suburban house living, keeping that kind of stuff. And now she's got all the extra technology on top, so you can have the nice scenes at the beginning where Jennifer Lawrence has finally appeared. Like his first appeared in like Courtney Cox teaching her how to grind coffee.
What if
like
it starts off with, like you were saying originally, they couldn't see each other? It was about feeling a presence.
Yeah.
And then, so they're not, they both in each one of their, like, worlds can't see each other. But they both exist in the same place, but there's now been a new house built where Courtney Cox lives, and Jennifer Lawrence is living, like, everything she sees still looks like it did 100 years ago, and she's still living in that. But then through interacting with certain objects, they're leaving messages and things for each other. And they don't realize, and it's only when they finally do see each other after like the Whoopi Goldberg types come around and they do this thing that it turns out that they're both women. And you don't let that faze them. I wouldn't let it faze me. It fazes me somewhat. I can't. It's distracting.
Very distracting. But I need to get this done. I'm really happy to work with both of these ladies.
Yeah, I'm excited. Can I come? I'm gonna come. No, I'm not. I'm gonna come to set. I'm gonna hang around on set.
Don't want to scare these ladies off.
Be on my best behavior.
Yes, I'm liking this. I'm on board.
Yeah.
I was worried when we started. The paranormal romance came up. We found some avenues, and then when it turned into the suburbs, everything just opened up. And now we've got the two
wonderful ladies
cinema
to
greats
open up to each other.
Two cinema greats.
Yeah, TV cinema.
I class Scream as a
Scream. I think, but I think if everyone asks, what do you know Courtney Cox from Cougar Town.
Let's do that again.
But then Jennifer Lawrence, everyone knows from the Hunger Games, Winter's Bone, American Hustle, Passengers recently. I still haven't watched that one. The X-Men movies.
She was in Joy.
Yeah, she was in Joy. She had a lot of David O. Russell films. The Silver Linings Playbook.
I like that. That was a good film.
She's a great actress.
She's brilliant. She's
incredibly attractive.
And each character she's played has been like quite widely different from each other.
Yeah, I think.
There's obviously going to be some crossovers here.
But I've never seen her play in like a British aristocratic Victorian.
Exactly. And that's where we're going to go with it.
So,
but I like this idea that they feel presence to begin with, and like start to leave messages here, there, and everywhere, and then they meet eventually. I like that idea. That's it. It gives a nice progression to the film.
Yeah.
It obviously means we can have the final thing, and I'm just starting with the wild card now.
Yeah.
Just Spanner and my brain. Oh, my nipples are so hard. They aren't. They're very soft at the moment. Oh no, they're getting harder, but they're not been rubbing them, so it was bound to happen.
You should have shown me that before I went in there to give me extra fuel for the fire. Is if things couldn't get wilder than they already are?
Wet and Wilder.
Don't send me back in there.
Van Wilder.
Party liaison to Rise of Taj. Wild card. Did that kind of rhymed?
It did.
I'm a poet and I never previously realised. Do you want to shuffle or do I want to shuffle?
You shuffle it, mate. I feel we've had two brilliant cards come out.
Yeah. Yep.
Are we happy? Am I happy? Will I be happy?
We are happy. This works surprisingly fucking well. Again, yeah, like I can already see all this. I'm also just gonna quickly need to draw an actor card because it's part of the rules on the card.
Okay.
Fucking amazing. This is so good. This film, this has just gone from a possible rom-com to now I think you need to go for, we joke about it, we talk about it all the time, Oscar fucking contender.
We got Daniel Day-Lewis.
We've got the Grim Reaper appears.
Oh my god, that works so well.
Played by Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh my god, that works so well.
No, shut up! Shut the fuck up! You have no right to take me. Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up!
Yes!
I mean, there's some logistical difficulties, but we never let those get in the way in the past.
We've all seen Rogue One.
So Philip Seymour Hoffman, you're back, baby, and you're the Grim Reaper. And that ties in so well. He's gonna force her to move on.
Yes. Philip Seymour Hoffman can be the Whoopi Goldberg mystic type that turns up.
Yeah, but it turns out he turns up at the house and comes in, so you assume he's a real person.
But he isn't, because he's the Grim Reaper.
Oh, shit, son. Oh, whoa.
Yes!
Whoa.
Get in there! Get in there! 2 for 2, baby!
Guys, I like this.
2 for 2.
I think... So, you've got paranormal romance set in the suburbs, starring Jennifer Lawrence and Courtney Cox.
With the Grim Reaper appearing, who's Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Fighting Polygon Team!
I love the man.
He was amazing actor.
And apparently a real party guy.
Oh yeah,
He was a big party man.
Yeah. I can just imagine he's gonna be so good in this.
This is gonna be brilliant.
I can obviously just imagine him in like all of the different
I'm gonna have Courtney Cox. I'm gonna have Courtney Cox find a little card on like some bulletin board at work or something like that. It's like paranormal problems.
So, but you want to be careful not to turn him into almost like a Beetlejuice type.
Oh, I don't want to turn him into a Beetlejuice type, but
I like the idea that
something that gets him into Courtney Cox's house.
I think he just turns up.
You reckon he just turns up? He's like door-to-door Reaper.
Yeah.
The door-to-door Reaper.
Yeah, he just turns up one day and they're like, and he's like, and he's just talked about, I've sensed a presence in his house because he's coming off that he's a mystic and he's this thing, but then he turns out no, he's the Grim Reaper and he's come to finally take Jennifer Lawrence away for good.
It needs to be that moment where, that is near the end of the film, and he's turned up, and he's allowed them to see each other. Maybe they convinced him to like give them one night together. For the punters.
Yeah, with that tipping the velvet kind of.
Yeah.
Just that subtle lesbian sexiness.
Well, we will highly imply.
Do you remember that scene in Cruel Intentions?
Yes.
In fact, before we bring all this to a close and start to wrap up, let's all just take a moment. Good moment. This has been a good episode. This is
I'm glad
great
we're
thing
back.
to come back to.
I'm glad we're back.
Yeah.
I'm sure you aren't, but we are.
So, Paranormal Romance in the Suburbs starring Jennifer Lawrence, Courtney Cox, Philip Seymour Hoffman as the Grim Frickin' Reaper. What are you gonna call it?
Waited too long. That's boring. Oh God, why is this so hard to give this thing a title?
How about just like a one word,
I can't. Wait.
After love, like I said, afterlife, after love. That's cheesy.
And we can have the Cher song going in.
Do you believe in life after love?
Actually, yeah, fuck it. It's called Do You Believe in Life After Love? And we're gonna get Cher in it. That's what we should call it. I really don't think I'm strong enough.
Oh, I feel something inside me saying. Hang on. The rest of the words don't work with me.
Where have all the cowboys gone, Doug? Yeah, it just repeats.
So I receive, that's the only bit I know.
I hate that when you get a song in your head and it's just like one little part of a chorus just repeating and repeating and repeating and you can't get past it.
Love after life. Instead of life after love. It's love after life.
Love after life.
Yeah, but also love after life, but I think that's separate words. So love after life. Or how about just after life?
Grim love.
I just then that sounds more like more of more of a horror kind of element to it. I think just after life, like it's the afterlife.
Yeah.
And it's afterlife.
After life.
And then you have some tagline that's like a love story centuries apart.
A love story that stood the test of time.
The love story of the century.
A love story for the ages.
A love story that took ages.
Yes. That's it.
Afterlife.
Alright, so we've got Afterlife. A love story that took ages.
You know what did take ages? We got a frickin' title.
Didn't it just? I apologize. Hopefully we can edit it out.
You shot me.
I know.